back. You know why I'm filming this YouTube video early in the morning, because I have a job interview today. So I'm going to meet this security lead supervisor who's well versed in his craft. This guy, it seems like he's been doing this for like almost a decade and a half, maybe 2 decades. So I'm trying to see if I can get back into a high-end retail store that does suit and ties with no guard card. Because it's between this job offer and then the one that is what's the word I'm looking for? The one that I'm looking for, that, and then the one I'm supposed to go back to not Glendale, but Gardena tomorrow, and I have to withdraw some money because their bus transportation ain't like ours. But today's YouTube video is going to be a re-upload of German women have sex with black men. Now, for those on my old YouTube channel, if you've seen this video already, don't freak out, don't panic, don't exaggerate and blow things out of proportion. It's because most people who subscribe to a YouTube channel do not want to see videos that are 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, and then they have to go through the whole entire video library just to find the video that I'm talking about. So to save you the trouble of trying to find a video that's 2 years old or 3 years old, I most definitely have to do what they call a reload, which means it's a revised version. So if something sounds repeated or you've heard this information already, this video ain't really for you. It's for the people, it's for the new subscribers that have subscribed to this channel that might want to hear this information, good and bad. I will eventually make a completely new video like I did yesterday that is Gwenworgy, okay? Now we'll call this German women have sex with black men, part 2. Now, German women do love them some black men, okay? This goes back towards the days of World War II. Back in World War II, when they made black men join the military, because if you didn't join the military, you got court-martialed, or they put your ass on the brig and put you in that hole if you ran away from your services in the military, back in the days where black men got to enlist into the military. So this goes back to the days of World War II. Now, German women are just like American white women. They do have a strong and powerful passion for black men. The problem is they live in a world that is racist and openly biased, so they have to be careful about approaching a black man, because they can catch hell from their parents, their grandparents. If they come from a rich, high class or middle class family in Germany, they can get cut off, they can lose their money, revenue. So there'd be a long period where they have to suppress that feeling that they find black men physically, sexually attractive. If you look at that movie, I think what's the name of that movie where that track runner run? It was about Jesse Owens. Yeah, the famous African American that ran in the Olympics, and he had the fastest time in world history. In a time where people were racist and biased towards African Americans and minorities, and he went to Germany around the time period of World War II. And he got approached by a German woman that was 6 feet tall with blonde hair and blue eyes. And if you look in the movie, you look in the books, and you look in the pictures, and this one get mentioned until it was like 25, maybe 35, close to 40 years later, it was finally admitted that this woman had a strong sexual attraction for Jesse Owens, the track runner. Why did it take that long for it to come out? Because what I just said. That was a time period in World War II where people were racist and biased towards African Americans and minorities. Now, the same reasons that white women find black men physically, sexually attractive, it comes to no surprise that German women find black men for the same reasons. We're bigger, we're stronger, we're faster, we're athletic, we know how to put it down in the bedroom, we're multi-talented, and they find that physically, sexually attractive. Now, German women also love to experiment when it comes to sex. Like, trust me, they love experimenting. They are some freaks. They know how to get down and serve in the bed. They know how to give you a back massage, a neck massage, a feet massage. I call it the Hollywood treatment. They'll cook you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When you come home from 5 days out of the week doing a full-time job that's 10 hours or 15 or 20 or 30 or 40 hours from your job, they will ask you how was your day. And sometimes they will give you advice on what to do and what not to do when you're out on the road. But they will cook you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They will give you a back massage, a neck massage, a feet massage. And like I said, they will experiment. Like here in America, most black men complain that black women don't want to go camping. A German woman is open to camping. You can take a German woman to camping. You say, I want to go to the art museum. You can take a German woman to the art museum. You can't do that with a black woman. Black woman be like, oh hell no. If it's one of those ghetto hood rat black women, you're gonna be having a fight on your hands. A German woman, she'll go mountain climbing, rock climbing. Black girl might be reluctant and say, oh mother, you'd have lost your damn mind. I ain't going mountain climbing, I ain't going rock climbing. It's 50 feet, it's 100 feet, no thank you. You want to go jumping out of the airplane with a parachute? A German woman will be happy to do it. They like a sense of adventure. They like things that challenge them. And they also want things to challenge you. Now, if you speak 3 languages, 4 languages, 5 languages, and one of those languages is Portuguese, Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, and German, they will find you even more physically, sexually attractive. When German women come out to New York City, Los Angeles, those are the 2 times they will go after a black man and pursue him very strongly. Remember in my video where I talked about the Australian lady when she comes to the nightclub? That's when black women and Mexican women get angry and upset. Well, it's the same thing with a German lady. And a lot of these German women are in athletic condition. They'll eat their fruits and vegetables. They'll drink lots of water. They will go to the gym 2 times a week, 3, 4 times a week. So you ain't got no complaints about them being in athletic shape. You know, they'll play, there are some German women that will play some basketball because it's new to them and they want to have a new experience. They want to adventure everything when they come to America. So they'll play some basketball, they'll play some tennis, they'll swim, they'll rock climb, they'll jump out of an airplane with a parachute, they'll go camping, they'll go to the art museum. So they're all about having fun experiences. They're all about adventuring, and they like to go on road trips. And like I said, if you can speak 3 languages, 4 languages, 5 languages, the woman will find you physically, sexually attractive. And they stay in athletic shape. And a lot of these German women, when they come out to Los Angeles and New York, usually they're actresses, they're supermodels, and every now and then they might approach a black man. You know how black men have to always approach? You will get a German lady that will approach a black man. And most black men will be blown the hell away. They'll be shocked that a German woman walked up on them and said, hi, I like your accent. Yeah, German women have a sexy ass accent. But they'll say, we got a sexy accent because it's new and it's a new experience to them. Now, the stuff that you cannot do with a black woman, you can do with other races of women. You know, if you like rock and roll music, they're into that type of music. They're into all forms of music. It ain't got to be gangster rap or hip hop. You know, they're into heavy metal. They're into rock and roll. They're into punk rock. They're into classical music. They're into different varieties of types of music. As long as you talk intelligent and with a smart intellectual conversation, they'll respect you. Now, when you try to make fun of their accent or you try to speak German because you know it'll get you laid, that's not a turn on, that's a turn off. You know, they can see through you like a water bottle. They can tell who's telling the truth and who's full of shit. And if they can see that you're full of shit, you're going to kill 90% of the sexual attraction immediately. Flush down the toilet. Ain't never coming back. But if you're honest and you tell the truth, then she'll let you take her out to lunch and dinner. She'll let you take her out to a cup of coffee. as long as you're honest and truthful. If she asks you how many sexual partners you have, better best tell the truth. Because if she has to find out 6 months later or a year later or 2 years later, she's going to be very angry and furious with you. Now, you still have to demonstrate yourself as a man, so you're still going to have to demonstrate masculinity at 100% capacity, okay? The minute you start to act weak and soft to a German woman, then a German woman will have this arrogant look on her face like, no wonder why American women think of you as nothing. So don't be thinking you're tough when you're with the German woman, and then when you're with the black woman, you get your ass whooped, then all of a sudden it gets revealed that you're not the man. Because they can see bullshit a mile away. Okay? So that's with German women. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. They do like to experiment. They do like to be adventurous and fun. You want to have a threesome, they're down for threesomes. You want a foursome, they're down for foursomes. Now, the only time that they're not interested in that is if they want to get to the part where they just want to date and have a family. So some of the German women are down for experimenting, and some of the German women are not down for experimenting. Respect the tradition, okay? Now, don't take it personal if she has to ask you a bunch of questions. It's not because she wants to, it's because she has to. If her parents and grandparents say, if you're dating a black man, he better be high class or middle class. He better speak 3 to 5 different languages. Those are not her requirements. Those are her parents and grandparents' requirements, because they want to make sure they get the best of the best, not the worst of the worst. So you can understand that in one aspect, she has to ask questions. She has to make sure she picked the right person. Because if she brings you home to Germany and you see a whole bunch of people staring at you, it's because they see her dating a black man. Now, some people might call that coward behavior, because if she finds a black man physically, sexually attractive, why she have to hide him? A lot of times it could be because her boyfriend or ex-husband could be jealous. He could make death threats, and that could be embarrassing for a person like that. Now, when it comes to like I said, when they come to the United States, they go to Los Angeles and they go to New York City, they will strongly pursue a black man. Trust me. If they see a black man eating McDonald's or Burger King, they'll look at that black man like, why are you eating that fat? Why are you eating saturated fats when it's no good for you? You know, why don't you eat some healthy food that is good for your body? So they'll educate you where you're not educated. They will teach you some stuff that you should have learned. So that's the good part. Now, you are going to get some player haters, okay? You're going to get some hate on both sides. You're going to get people from that country hating you. You're going to get some people right here in the United States player hating on you. And they look good for 6 feet tall. I don't know what it is about German women being 5'11", 6 feet, 6'2", but they are fine as hell when they're tall. And black women and Mexican women do find them, like, black women find every race of woman intimidating. Anything that's competition, they find intimidating. You know, the Latino woman, at some point, she'll accept competition at some point. Now, if she come from a high-class, middle-class family, automatically that's competition to the white woman. Now, the reason why I say these German women are freaks in the bed is because they will do some things that you only seen in movies and television shows. And they got that sexy-ass accent. Now, some German women are into experimentation, and some German women just want to have a family. So respect the tradition, respect the honor. Now, the ones who are not sure because they're afraid of a backlash, they might wait 5 years. They might wait 10 years. It's just like dating a white woman. You get people that don't want to see a black man date a white woman, and guess what? It's famous. It's interracial dating, right? In certain parts of Los Angeles, California, certain parts of New York City, you're going to see black men dating German women, Russian women, Australian women, Asian women, Indian women. And I'm going to make a YouTube video about guys dating women from Russia and from the United Kingdom, so just sit tight. But what I'm saying is, you'll see a lot of interracial dating in Los Angeles and New York. more in Los Angeles than in New York, but you do see it in those two locations. And if you learn how to speak German, they will teach you how to speak 100% German, so you can learn how to speak it right. So if you ever meet her parents or her grandparents, they'll go, he's an educated black man, I like him, marry him, have kids with him. So don't take it personal if the parents and the grandparents ask her, you know, A, B, C, and D. She has to at least do that. Now, don't be trying that, yo baby, what's your name nonsense. That shit ain't gonna work, okay? Anytime you start that yo baby shit, a German woman will correct you and say, speak proper English. You speak proper English, she'll respect you more. You start talking about that I'm from the hood crap, that's not a turn on, that's a turn off. And that will be one of the main reasons why she will go back to her country and say, don't mess with no black men. They're ignorant. So don't be trying that I'm a Crip blood, yo baby mama crap from a hip hop rap video. That shit does not work with German women, okay? I've seen too many guys when I went to college try that with German women and with Russian women, and it kills 90% of the sexual attraction. The only time a German woman might make an exception is if your English and education level is not up to par and she has to teach you. Then she'll make an exception. But for the most part, don't be trying that yo baby, yo mom nonsense, because they're not with it. Because she'll be correcting you. I had a German teacher, and not to brag or anything, but I got hit on by a German woman when I was in junior high. Mostly because I looked it older at the time. It happened again when I was in high school. I saw a German girl. We had only one German girl in high school, which was kind of funny. We had one German girl and one Russian girl, and all the black guys thought the Russian girls and the one Russian girl and the one German girl, we all thought they were white girls, until our English teacher came out and said they're not white women. That's one Russian girl from Russia and the other one's from Germany. We all thought it was a white girl, because we all were on to Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, and once we heard the accent, we was like, God damn. You know, and one of the guys on the football team actually dated a Russian girl and got a whole lot of hell for it. I mean, he got some hell for it. Like, black women flatten, you know, flatten his tires. Black women took a brick and threw it in the back of his windshield of his car. He got death threats. And these are from some ghetto, ratchet-ass black women. So when I say you're going to get some hell, you're going to catch some serious heat from black women just for messing with a Russian woman, a German woman, an Australian woman, I'm not making this up. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. And it's a perfect time for interracial dating. So that's why I say if it's Los Angeles or if it's New York City, those are the two most common places. Now, it can happen in places like ATL, not as much as you think. I think in ATL, it'll be some white women pursuing black men. But I'm just going with New York and Los Angeles. More in Los Angeles than in New York. So I'm trying to, you know, give you guys as much information as possible. Like I said, these German women are some freaks in the bed. Don't matter if the German woman is tall. Don't matter if the German woman is short. I mean, the German women, they are some freaks in the bedroom. And they stay in athletic shape. So you ain't got no complaints there. Just remember, you're going to catch lots and lots of hate, okay? You're going to get so much hate, it ain't funny. You're going to get hate on both sides. Now, for the German women who decide to make you wait 5 years or 10 years or 15 years later, and then they finally admit that they have a fascination with black men, it's the same thing with a white woman. Once a white woman hit the wall, then you can have the white woman. Well, here's only one major difference with German women. Even if the German woman gets 30 or 35 or even 40 years old, she still is in athletic shape. Now, she may not be in her prime, but she still took good care of her body. So in a way, you're getting a product that is good. It's just not as great as it once was. I'm talking about when they get older. They still stay in shape. So I'm just trying to tell you that that's the good, and the bad is you're going to get some hate. So can't nobody come to my video and say, oh, Alex ain't never told me this was going to happen. Alex ain't told me that they get down like that. Well, Alex didn't tell me I was going to get death threats. I'm telling you, you're going to get some death threats. You're going to get some harassing people on both sides. You're going to get people looking at you funny looking. You're going to get some people looking at you like something's wrong with you. And if your German women have to correct black women, oh yeah, German women can fight. Oh yeah, trust me. I've seen some martial art tournaments in my day. German women will fight. A lot of them women have been trained in the military, and they can get down and serve and whoop somebody's ass. So somebody pull a knife or a gun on them, some of them German women can fight. It may not look like it because of how beautiful and attractive they are, but they can break somebody's arm and knock somebody out because they have martial arts training. Because when they're real young, they get thrown into the martial arts. So when they get 20, 25 years old and somebody tries to rob them, they know how to fight. So yeah, they cute, but they can fight. And I'm not making that up, that's actually true. So yeah, and that's the one thing German women don't tolerate, is no ignorant bullshit. So don't be coming in there talking about what's up cuz and what's up blood and yo mom. They don't like none of that ignorant shit. You try that ignorant shit, you kill 90% of the sexual attraction. Just like that dead on contact. So if you want to have 90% of sexual attraction, you better speak highly intellectual and intelligent. You know, pull your pants up. You know, take the gold off your neck and talk presentable. Talk to her with some common sense. I'm just trying to explain to you how this works. So yeah, this was a pretty good video. Some of you will like the video, some of you will hate the video. Until then, peace.